This does not happen in central Sicily, and as far as I know, it doesn't happen in eastern Sicily either. In central Sicily, in fact, they pronounce it more like a G, which it makes the accents completely different and very easily recognizable.
Yeah.
So to give you an example, light is luce in Italian. In Palermo, we turn it into luce because it becomes like a sh. But like in areas like Agrigento, so central Sicily, more in some areas of southern, it becomes luce. Because there are big differences. Like in Catania, they turn a lot of T's into D's. We don't really do that in Palermo. We keep them T's. So Sicily is interesting because the accents are so different that you can immediately spot an accent even if you're speaking Italian.
Yeah.
By the way we change the pronunciation of the consonants.
Yeah.
It's
kind of similar how it is in the States. Like
Yeah.
you can tell someone's from New York.
Oh yeah, for
or
sure.
someone's from
Yeah.
California.
Yeah,
by the way
or
they
Alabama.
say things.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially Texas. If they say, I'm from Texas.
With a yeah, there we go. There is a sure situation, I guess. Okay, cool. So we did douche, just means sweet.
Yeah.
And we use it as an alternative to cute often.
I love that.
Yeah. So che douche. Che douche, yeah, che douche. Che douche, exactly. No. Particularly, it's the word you will hear every other sentence when it comes to Sicilian girls.
Oh, okay.
They'll use it a lot.
I do want to go back to this, but I have to say the phrase that I heard every morning waking up in
Sicily? Yeah, what was it?
Kicciavoro.
Kicciavoro, yeah, you did.
Kicciavoro.
Yeah, kicciavoro. So to translate for our Italian speakers who don't understand it, it means what a perfume.
What a smell.
What a smell, but in a positive sense. Because
Yeah.
smell is kind of neutral in English. It could be a bad smell or a good smell.
Right.
Kicciavoro, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's a good smell. And there is this, some of those like street vendors in Sicily, as they move around with their pizza or focaccia, sometimes sfincione, which is a typical Sicilian food, they will go around and scream or speak with a.
But that's the only thing that I recognize.
Speaker.
Kicciavoro. And the rest of it, I don't know.
He says like, chi su fattura bella vieru, kicciavoro,
Yeah.
ora spoinava ora, kicciavoro. Yeah, I still know it because we hear it every morning.
Every morning.
It used to be an old guy with his little thing. Now, I think he's dead now, but his family recorded his voice and put him on speaker on their cars because he's so famous.
I love that.
Everyone knows him in Palermo.
Yep.
So if you go to Palermo and you say kicciavoro, everyone will know. The whole population, 1 million people, the whole population, old and young, they'll recognize, oh, it's that guy. Very good sfincione, by the way. Really good sfincione. Good bread, like oven-baked, family-made bread.
Oh, yeah.
Next, I wanted to use the other one, so joy.
Yep.
Joy is gioia. And this sounds exactly the same as Italian. So the only difference would be the intonation or the accent proper, but the word sounds identical. But the way we use it is different.
Yeah.
Because Italians use it the same way anyone would use the word joy in a sentence, just like in English.
Yeah.
But Sicilians use gioia as an alternative to call someone honey.
That's
Yeah.
I call him Gioia all the
Gioia,
time.
yeah. My mom used to call both of us Gioia
Yeah.
every phone
So
call.
cute, so sweet.
Ciao Gioia, it's a
Same.
typical one.
Even your dad still calls you Gioia.
My dad uses it. That's one of the expressions that he took from Sicilians
Yeah.
because Sicilians use gioia all the time.
Remember the word travaglio.
Travaglio, yeah, travaglio. She's doing the lesson here. Travaglio is the Sicilian word for work or job, but work. It's interesting because Italian is lavoro, completely unrelated, but travaglio is actually similar to the French travailler and the Spanish trabajo. So
Yes.
Sicilian is actually closer to the other two languages in this case rather than standard Italian. And therefore the word is travaglio. With the TR is one of those special sounds in Sicilian because it sounds like a tr. It's in fact a little closer to English, the way you say train. You don't really say, or tree.
Yeah,
The Sicilians say travaglio. So we pronounce it the same. That's actually how I used to teach my students in Sicily because normally in Italian TR is pronounced tr. So a lot of Italians and Sicilians too, when they're speaking English, they say the train the trip,
Yes.
right? But then I told them, say it like Sicilian, and so they go, the trip. I'm like, boom,
There we go.
travel. So if you say it like Sicilian, it actually sounds a lot like English.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
And another sound we have in Sicily that connects us with English is the DR sound. Yeah, but in situations like dragon, when you pronounce it like a dr, that's so in Italian the word is drago, but in Sicilian drago.
Drago.
So it's like like dragon. So say udrago is Sicilian for il drago in Italian.
Nice.
So udrago, tale udrago rosso, udrago rosso. So that's another sound that we have in Sicilian in common with English. We also have the fully pronounced r. It's just that the r in Sicilian has so many options. This is becoming a really fun lesson, by the way. Thanks to you.
Oh, having a great time.
The r in Sicilian is more complex than the r in Italian because the r in Italian is a r sound, and when you have double r is a stronger r sound.
Yeah.
So an excellent word for that is Ferrari because you have both r's.
Yep.
The first, you have double r, Ferrari. Notice that the last one is not as strong.
Right.
I don't say Ferrari. That would be wrong because it would have to be spelled double R's both times.
Yeah.
But I also don't say Ferrari,
No.
which would be still trilled but single
Yeah.
in both cases. So Ferrari is an excellent word to practice your Italian trilled R's to distinguish them from double and single. Ferrari.
Ferrari.
That was very good. Ferrari. Yeah, Ferrari.
Sono italiana.
So when it comes to Sicilian, the R it can be complicated because like with a T, like we said, utreno, I'm really doing a R like in English, utreno, right?
Treno.
But when it's at the beginning of a word, we double it even if it's not double. So we say la radio, it's very strong.
Oh my
R.
God, I love it when y'all do that.
Yeah, la radio. In
La
Italian,
radio.
very good. Say it again.
La radio.
Yeah, la
Is that
radio.
spider?
No, radio is radio.
Oh, duh.
Yeah, ragno is spider, but yeah, un ragno, we double it,
Yeah.
un ragno. So Italian would say la radio, so it's a single R because there is only one R, and the
Right.
article doesn't call for doubling. But in Sicilian,
Sicilians
everything
just do
calls
what
for
they
doubling.
want.
Everything
Double
calls
everything.
for double everything. So you say la radio, la ragazza is a typical Sicilian accent, even though it would be a piaciuata if I was actually speaking Sicilian to say the girl. A me piaciuata means my girlfriend. A me piaciuata in Sicilian. Yeah, before we got married. But even if I'm using Italian, you can tell I'm Sicilian because I double the R.
Yeah.
La ragazza.
Ah, I see.
Double R. So we have very strong rolled R's. And then when you have R's around words anywhere else, we trill them like Italians.
Is it the same with other duplicated letters or just R's, like pollo?
Yeah, pollo is the same as pollo. Sometimes the L becomes a D in the Sicilian variety, though.
But like
so,
if you have like, I don't know, two other things back to back.
So in Sicilian, if you have two L's and I'm reading Italian, I'll read them just like any other Italian. But if I'm using the Sicilian counterpart, usually the L is swapped to a D. So for